her, but they don't really know her. Because she's very private with her personal life. You'll only know what she wants you to know. And it's like she keeps her private life on the low. You don't see her out there like the Kardashians, and yet she holds so much more power in her presence and her voice. And again, she's not putting it all out there because she values her privacy. So that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, Pisces. Like, there's something here about you that people are scared of. People feel threatened by. And the reason why is because it starts to make people question things. Right? If people think, okay, 2 + 2, equals 4, but Pisces comes in with another way of getting to that same result, and people start questioning why they do things a certain way. And when they start questioning, they start thinking for themselves. And thinking for themselves is dangerous in a world that just wants you to follow. That's why, Pisces, they say don't take it the wrong way, but it feels like you've been a wolf in sheep's clothing. You've been trying to fit in with the sheep, Pisces, but the wolf is meant to trailblaze. You've been going at it alone, Pisces, but lone wolf looks good on you. It serves you very well. You have found your insight, your success, your connection to divine, your connection to your higher self. You've been able to break free from the social norms and the social holds. Why are people so scared, Pisces, of not fitting in? Why do people try so hard to fit in? Because back in the day, Pisces, with cavemen, and even outside of like cavemen, but back in the day, people wanted to belong and be a part of tribes because it decreased their chances of getting eaten by an animal. That's the reason why people try and fit in so much, because in the past, if you were exiled from a tribe or from a certain kingdom, it increased your chances of not surviving. And so that's why people care so much nowadays. But we're not living in those times. And for you, Pisces, going at it alone has resulted in a lot of success for you. Like it or not, Pisces, your growth has come from these lone wolf periods of time. When you pack your stuff and you decide to stray away. I seen a quote the other day saying that, again, Pisces is very good at disappearing. But why? Why does Pisces disappear? Because you create your entire life, Pisces. It's like, if something's not working out for you, if you realize that the people around you are fake, or that you're no longer growing in a certain environment, or that these are not your people, you're the first one to call it quits, because you know that if you perpetuate that cycle, nothing's really going to come from it. It's only going to hold you back. It's going to create this crossroads kind of energy. And so you're the first one to pack your bags and go, right? And that's why a lot of people, like I was like looking at a couple quotes saying that if you find like a Pisces woman or a Pisces man, they say like, treat them right because they're not really going to give you a second chance. Pisces will forgive you, but they won't give you a second chance, because once that trust is broken, it's gone forever. And it's very true. Pisces is the master of disappearing, but they don't just disappear out of the blue. There's always a reason behind it, and it's full of wisdom, the Hierophant. Okay? And so Pisces, what I'm getting with this energy here is that you're finally at a place in your life, a stage in your life, where you either don't care anymore or you feel safe enough to be yourself. Because again, when people say, oh, be yourself, be authentic, for you, it had detrimental consequences in the past. Okay? So I don't know if you're working for yourself now. I don't know if you've achieved the level of freedom. I don't know if you just reached the level of not giving an F anymore, but you're allowing yourself. And honestly, what I'm feeling from that Nine of Pentacles, I have to be honest, Pisces, you yourself were uncomfortable with the kind of light that you shined because you've seen people's reactions around you. Because you felt their discomfort, you began to feel uncomfortable with your own light. Pisces, that's kind of specific, and it might only be for a couple of you, but it's like you yourself didn't feel comfortable with the amount of attention that shining your light and being authentically you brought on to you. And again, I get it. Pisces are very private people, but it's like you might have toned yourself down. Okay, so it's like, let's say that you have beautiful eyes. It's like you might have not really shown them. It's like you have a beautiful smile. You might cover your face when you smile. Let's say you have a beautiful laugh. You might only reserve it for yourself. Okay, let's say that your opinions and you have a lot of wisdom to impart. Now you only keep it to yourself. Okay, because you were afraid of the judgment. It's not that you were afraid of the judgment. You just didn't want to rock the boat because of the consequences that you had to face in your life. And so I don't know what's happening here, Pisces. Because Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles is this very reserved energy, okay? Very reserved, kind of a small energy. Four of Pentacles, as you can see, she's holding on to what she has. So it's like kind of like, I don't know, it feels like not like bottling up, but it's like she is kind of keeping to herself. And Here, Nine of Pentacles is very expressive. She's just putting it all out there, okay? Like, look at the difference in this energy. Here, she's holding what she knows, what she has, who she is, very close to her heart. And she's not letting anybody near that purse, near that bag. And here, she's all up in the, like, in the open air, just putting her pentacles out there, whatever that means. And she's smiling. She feels safe. She doesn't feel threatened. Here, it's kind of like a reserved energy of, like, being guarded. Because we go from the 4 to the 9. Like, that's a major freaking transition here. It's like I don't know what happens from here to here. That's why I'm saying I don't know if you reached the threshold of not giving an F, or if you feel safe finally, or if you're finally feeling comfortable with your own light. That I don't know what it is, Pisces. I don't know what it is, but there's a major change in your energy. Major shift. And this is going to create a ripple effect in your life. And I don't think you realize what that is just yet, Pisces. Because right now, I feel like kind of like brand new. I feel like a very new energy about you. I don't know if you just went through a breakup. I don't know if you just went through a move. I don't know if you're being rebirthed. I don't know what's happening, but you're freaking glowing, Pisces. And it's a very significant transition to where it shows, Pisces. It shows in your skin. It shows in your eyes. There's a glow about you, and it's new, okay? It feels fresh. And what I'm getting from that, Pisces, is that the more heartbreaks that you've gotten, the more relationships that have ended, the more things that have been taken away from you, some way, somehow, your glow-ups have been increasing. It's like every heartbreak has led to you being hotter and more attractive. I don't know what it is. It's like every failed relationship has been a stepping stone for you. That's what the stairway represents. It's like all of a sudden you're realizing that, to where before you could have been confused or feeling blindfolded, or like, was I not enough for them? Was I not enough for this relationship? Was I not enough for that promotion? Was I not enough? Like, why didn't I fit in? Why didn't they want me to be a part of this? It's like, before it's like you were thinking outside of yourself, like feeling like you weren't enough. And here with the Hierophant, you all of a sudden realize that you were too good the whole time. That people were just threatened by your light. That people were just threatened by your looks and your energy and your magnetism. That even your silence held authority and power. And that's the realization that you get in this Hierophant moment. So this is massive, Pisces. There's a big shift in your energy. And what I'm getting from this energy is that you're not even registering the consequences and the ripple effect that this is going to have in your life. Because this right here feels like the box itself. Whoa. Gotta fix this ring light. Okay. This feels like the box, okay? This Two of Swords, this Four of Pentacles feels like a box. But you're finally breaking free from it. And I don't know what that is. I don't know what the catalyst is. I only know that it's starting to happen. But what I do know is that you're not knowing the ripple effect that it's going to have in your life. Because we have the Two of Cups, the strength, okay? And we have 2, 2, 2. Two of Swords, crossroads. Two of Pentacles, crossroads. Two of Cups, the union, okay? I just had this specific combination in another reading, Pisces. I don't know if this was for a private or for a reading that's on YouTube, but I had this 222 combination. I think it was for a reading that I already uploaded on YouTube, but this is coming in again. And when that happens, it feels like it's still a continuation of the energy, but it's still two very divided energies, because the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles signify a crossroads. The Two of Cups signifies a union of the crossroads, meaning that you're making a decision. If there was two paths, like a fork in the road, you're finally making the decision that takes you in a specific path. 27 on the clock for anyone who's into numerology. But Pisces, what I'm talking about with this energy here, okay, of being too big for the room, and even you being uncomfortable of how much attention your light brings, there's a shift. Again, I don't know if it's like not giving an F anymore. I don't know if you finally feel safe enough to be yourself. I don't know what it is, Pisces, but it's guiding you straight into the strength, okay? And what I'm getting from this energy is two very different energies, okay? You go from the Hermit to the strength, okay? There's a period in your life where you've been in isolation, where you've been doing it on your own, where you've been going through the dark nights of the soul, the spiritual awakening, aligning, integrating, doing all the nitty gritty, like rolling up your sleeves. And a lot of you had to do this in solitude and isolation, okay? So look how dark this card is compared to the light that is here, okay? Because this marks a very clear ending and beginning, okay? Hence the Nine of Pentacles and the five being the Hierophant. You're getting out of holding yourself down or keeping yourself to yourself. Pisces, because what I'm getting here is that yes, you could rock the boat, but you're also depriving a lot of people from the wisdom that you hold. Okay? And if we're not sharing it, we lose it. What does that mean? That it means that Spirit has granted you a lot of wisdom through your spiritual awakenings, through your incarnations in general, and through all the lives that your soul has at this point. You hold a lot of wisdom, okay? You are a free spirit and you are a free soul. But a lot of people, Pisces, are not. They're still sheep. And again, you've been a wolf in sheep's clothing because you've been trying to fit in with the sheep, but you're a wolf for a reason. You're meant to lead, you're meant to guide, okay? And you've deprived people from the authenticity that you hold. Yes, it's gonna rock the boat. Yes, it's gonna make people uncomfortable, but it's gonna do more good than damage, okay? It might damage people's egos or bring up their insecurities, but it's all for the greater good, because then they're gonna be able to see within themselves, what is it that Pisces has that I would want to have? Why am I even feeling envious towards Pisces? It's like, either way, Pisces, it's gonna be medicine to them, okay? Either way, the wisdom that you hold, your opinion, everything matters, because you're going to be changing the way that everything is, whether it's within your own family, within your own work environment, within your own classroom, wherever that is, Pisces. You're like a systems buster, okay, where people are going to start questioning their ways. Why do we do things like this? Like, why is it that our vision is so limited? Why is it that our options are so limited? Why is it that we just go with the mainstream narrative without even questioning or being able to back it up? Right? So it's like you are kind of like that role model, that example that is gonna get people to think for themselves, Pisces. That's the whole thing here. So it's like Spirit's been reserving you for a greater cause. And so it required this period of loneliness, Pisces, but coming into your energy. I'm not sure what happened here that you're finally being able to accept who you really are and shine that light, okay? So again, I know a lot of Pisces in my life and they are very attractive people. So I don't know if you're starting to accentuate those aspects of yourself, your appearance, whether it's your eyes, your hair, your body. I don't know what it is, Pisces, but the Piscean energy is very exotic. It's very beautiful. Again, inside and out, Pisces are beautiful people. And so for a lot of you, with the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, you used to hide that. You used to keep that on the low. And all of a sudden, there's something here that happens. I don't know. I feel like it goes from not feeling good enough to knowing that you were too good the whole time. That's what it feels like, Pisces. There's a shift here because you go from solitude and keeping it on the low and being with yourself and this period of meditation, this period of introspection, to all of a sudden, spotlight's on you. The light's on you. And you're being seen, Pisces, and you're being required to be seen. Because I did a reading about this, if you resonate with this, but Spirit wants to show you off. And it's not anything to build your ego at all, but the point of Spirit showing you off is that Spirit wants to show off the end result of what happens when you go through this hermit period of your life. Because for some of you, it was like months of solitude, maybe even years of solitude and shadow work and integrating lessons. Whatever that was, Pisces, you've been working on your soul, you've been working on yourself. And now Spirit wants to show you to the world and show people who it is that you become, what it is that you become when you make it out of that dark tunnel. Because that dark tunnel, a lot of people don't make it out, Pisces. They don't get to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You've made it out, Pisces, and you're coming out freaking shiny, okay? You're coming out even more attractive. What I'm getting with the Hierophant is like literally every heartbreak that you had has made you more and more attractive, to where every single level, even if you attract another heartbreak, you're at a whole nother level. You're attracting people on a whole nother level. So you're seeing yourself going up the stairway. You're seeing the kinds of people that you're attracting, you know, even if it ends in a heartbreak, you're seeing how much you've improved, okay? Because it's like, yes, first it's a heartbreak, but then it's a glow up. Let's say that a heartbreak before used to take you like a month to heal from, or maybe 3 months to heal from. Now you're good in 2 weeks, okay? Like now, yes, you can think about it here and there, but it's like you shine, you glow up. You glow up from those heartbreaks. From those rock bottoms, you have your come-ups, Pisces, and you've learned to leverage that very, very well. And some of you, Pisces, I even get that you have developed some kind of addiction to that healing process. And it's a little bit twisted, but the reason you have is because you notice the glow up afterwards. It's like you can have an ugly cry one day, but the next day you're shining. You're up, you're stronger, you're more beautiful, you're glowing. It's like that release for you, that death, you realize that every death comes with a rebirth. Every single burning down in your own flames, your own self-destructive cycles, you rise like the phoenix from the ashes. And so that right there, Pisces, is why you're so trusting with the process. That's why you hold a lot of wisdom. A lot of people, Pisces, they feel like it's the end of the world when they go through that death and rebirth, when they go through those ego deaths. And it is, in a sense, the end, but it's only a new beginning. But they don't know that. They haven't seen beyond that, Pisces. They don't know what's on the other side of that tunnel. And that's why Spirit wants you to be in the spotlight. Like, this is an expectation that Spirit has for you, Pisces. Whoever resonates with this, the Spirit wants you to be seen, not to build your ego, but to show people that it is possible to make it on the other side, that it is possible to glow up, that it is possible to blow up, okay? And you are that prototype that Spirit is showing people. You are that role model. And that's why Spirit has been working with you one-on-one, Pisces. Spirit had to take everybody out of your life to give you full attention, to work on you and to build you into the strength. So the whole time you thought you weren't good enough, but you were too good, all right? You know, this whole time that you felt like Spirit wasn't letting you go out to play with the kids, the reason why is you were so special, Pisces. You had such a larger mission in your life that Spirit was keeping you all to themselves so that Spirit could work on you one-on-one, Pisces, so that then you can go out there and influence the world. Whether it's influencing your own family by being the role model, whether it's influencing your community, whether it's influencing your workplace, whatever it is, Pisces, your presence, your essence holds authority and it holds power. Even your silence holds power, Pisces. And you're not realizing that because you've been living within yourself, okay? You've been living within yourself, so you don't know the impact that your presence has on other people. It changes them. It changes them, Pisces. It triggers them to change. It challenges them. As soon as they come into your bubble, Pisces, they feel threatened because they feel challenged. You're not aggressive, Pisces. Pisces is not aggressive. Pisces is not the type to challenge or to boast. No. But they feel that because they feel that when they're dealing with you, you're on a whole nother level. So it forces them to look at themselves and have to rise to meet you there. Because you're not going down to meet them anytime soon, Pisces. So it automatically forces them. If they want to deal with you, if they want to see eye to eye, they're going to have to rise to meet you there. So yes, your standards are high, Pisces. But there's no reason to apologize. Your standards are high for a reason because it's going to force people to rise with you. So in general, the people that are coming in contact with you, Pisces, are being challenged and forced to rise. So yes, you do trigger people. But it's for the greater good, Pisces. So the things that you try to water down and hide about yourself are medicine to the world because it's forcing them to upgrade. Pisces, wow, I don't know. Because I still feel some Pisces here thinking that they're not good enough. That because they've had to go at it alone, because they couldn't play with the rest of the kids, because they didn't fit in, you've just been a wolf in sheep's clothing, okay? So no, you don't fit in. No, you're not the same species, no. But it's for a greater cause, Pisces. It's for a greater cause. Spirit chose you out of the bunch to work on you one-on-one, Pisces. One-on-one, okay? This was here, this was here. Because you are being prepared to hold a leadership position in your life, an influential position in your life. Not saying that, you know, for some of you, yes, you will be famous, but for a lot of you, you're just that role model. Your energy forces people to have to meet you on your level, which again is forcing them to rise, to become better. Yes, they feel challenged, they might feel threatened, they might get triggered, but in reality, it's for the greater good, Pisces. So anywhere you're going, you're raising the standards, wherever that is. And that's why for a lot of you, I was doing a reading for someone saying that they've moved about 29 times their entire life. And it's like they were trying to grow roots somewhere, but they felt guided to continue moving, to continue traveling. Why? Pisces, they were establishing a certain resonance, a certain kind of vibration. Everywhere they went, the people they met, it's like they came in and the people were one way, and when they left, they were better. It's like everything they left was better after they left. So it's like, you know, Spirit required them to be a grid worker, a light worker. They call it grid work. That's what it's called. So a lot of Pisces that are required to travel a lot and to go to many places, they're establishing new vibrations. They're anchoring in higher light. They're setting in higher standards. And that's why this person felt like, again, they wanted to be stable. They wanted to grow roots somewhere and stop moving so much. But deep down, they felt like they were still being called to travel, to meet new people, to go to different places. And again, they were that earth angel in many people's lives. And they didn't see it that way before. They just felt like they couldn't be stable, and a lot of people around them, like their family members, said, hey, like, why don't you just settle down and get married? And again, for some people that is what they want, but for them, they felt like they had a higher calling. Like they still felt like they were being called to travel and to keep moving. But because other people said, hey, you need to settle down, you need to set roots, maybe you need to get married and stuff like that, they started to take that into consideration, and they started to internalize that. But deep down within their soul, they didn't feel like that resonated with them. And so again, for some of you Pisces, yeah, it's like you're required in many different places. You're required with different kinds of people because you're setting a new standard, okay? And that's why Spirit decided to work one-on-one with you, because they were, what do you call it? It's not only preparation. It's like they were, how do you call it when I can't find the word, Pisces. They were preparing you, they were working on you, but there's a certain word for that. Spirit was molding you into a leader, Pisces. With every heartbreak, with every failed relationship, with every move, with every ending, they were molding you into this character, bigger than life kind of character, strength. Because now you're going to be placed in the spotlight, Pisces. And I know a lot of you don't want the spotlight. I know that, Pisces. But the reason Spirit worked so hard on you was that so it wouldn't end with you, so that you would pass that wisdom on, so that you would set that standard, Pisces. A lot of people don't hold your wisdom, Pisces, because you live within yourself. You think that everybody knows what you know, but it's not true. It's not true, Pisces. A lot of people have not gone to the depths that you've been able to go to. You went and came back, Pisces. They're about to embark on this journey, and they don't know if anybody's made it out alive, but you have. You have, and that's why Spirit wants you in the spotlight. This is not only about being strong, this is being able to dare to be seen. And I've been having this card in private readings as well, but that's what it's coming in as. This is an energy of Spirit wanting to showcase you, Pisces, okay? Don't shy away from the spotlight, because for some of you, it's like you value your privacy more than being a role model to others. And it's not like pick and choose, but it's like Spirit has a greater purpose for you. Spirit worked one-on-one with you so closely and invested so much into you because Spirit wants you to go a long way to where it has a ripple effect on all these people. Because Pisces, some people just follow blindly without having their own sense of self, okay? People would rather pay a guru to tell them what to do instead of being able to activate that inner master. But you, Pisces, you've activated that inner master. And so you're meant to show other people how to do that, Pisces. There's a much greater purpose for you. So if certain relationships didn't work out for you, it's because that's not where Spirit wanted you. Because it would just kind of, a lot of people, when they get into a relationship, they become complacent, okay? Not saying that everyone does. There's relationships that push you to the next level, okay? That help you level up, where you guys grow together and you play off of each other like team players. But there are other relationships that, again, you start working out, you start looking better than the other one, and it just like they try to keep you down. Pisces, why are you going to the gym? Let me check your phone. Like, it's like there's a level of complacency there. So for the Pisces that I'm speaking to, every heartbreak made you hotter. Pisces, it made you more attractive. It made you wiser. And Spirit's been using that to really tailor and mold you and prepare you for the spotlight, okay? And the spotlight, again, it could just be you being the role model in your own family circle, in your own community, in your workplace, whatever that means, Pisces. Some of you on platforms. Some of you, yes, you're being required to be seen. But with the strength, there is one thing that I want to read out of the book, because this reading takes a turn, okay? Because once I started to pull the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups, I was like, okay, I see where this is going. And I know a lot of Pisces are probably not going to want to hear this, but I can't deny the cards that are here. I can't deny the cards that are here, because what I'm getting with the Hermit mode, this specific card here, is that this Hermit cycle period of your life is coming to an end, which is bringing you straight into the Strength cycle. So you're going from the Hermit to the Strength, okay? Two very different lifestyles, okay? One is introverted, the other one is extroverted. And I know a lot of Pisces are introverts, but not really. They choose to be introverted because they want to choose who they share their energy with. But here there's a level of, like, Spirit wants to showcase you, Pisces, and it's going to require you to be able to switch in and out, okay? And a lot of you are very good at this. You prefer being introverted, but you're very good doing both energies. Like you can be an extrovert when you want to be. And so for the strength, Pisces, this is the period of your life that you're coming into, okay? So I don't think you understand how much it's going to change your life, because you're going from being within to all of a sudden being an extrovert. Not necessarily like an extrovert, but you're being required to be seen, basically. And so the strength is the new cycle in your life that you're coming into. So courage, calmness, quiet strength, influence, graceful leadership, okay? You're going to be placed in the spotlight. Gifted healer, purity of thought and heart, spiritual matters, compassion, sometimes lust or animal instinct. Be brave, sweet seer, embody your light and shine courageously in the face of danger or uncertainty. Step into patience and fierce serenity as you exert your graceful influence for the greater good. Exactly, Pisces. This is what Spirit has been trying to mold you into, okay? I know a lot of you do not want the spotlight. I know a lot of you would prefer to be within, but there's a greater cause, Pisces. There's a greater mission here. And this is part of the reason why you're here, Pisces. This is a part of your light working mission. As a light worker coming into Earth, being a systems buster, being the one that comes in and sets new trends and influences. Okay, a lot of Pisces have strong Aquarian placements. Why? Because we're going from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, the golden age. Okay? And that's where everything begins to change. That's where everything begins to shift. And that's why, Pisces, you've been a lone wolf for a while, because you've been able to develop your own sense of self, activating your own inner master so that you can influence the world for the greater good. And so this is the stage and the phase of your life that you're coming into, okay? The strength doesn't only mean being strong. It means being courageous and allowing yourself to be seen and being confident in that, allowing your energy to be the biggest energy in the room and not watering that down. Pisces, don't apologize. Don't apologize. Just shine. Just be yourself. If in the past, being yourself cost you opportunities, now it's only going to gain you more opportunities. So it's like the script is finally flipping in your life, okay? From solitude and isolation and going at it alone to finally being placed in a position of leadership and influence. There is great fortitude in your calm heart, and a gentle demeanor will not be mistaken for weakness. When you share your gift of restless love with the world, allow confidence and composure to guide you towards your desires without the use of aggressive or excessive force or aggression. Mindful awareness will be much more useful than rigid control right now. This card reminds you to stand strong in your beliefs and desires and to remain steady as you bring compassion to your current situation. You are powerful, and your purity of heart will be a beacon of strength and inspiration to those around you. Exactly, Pisces. You're being used as a prototype by spirits to show others who you become after you go through the dark tunnel, okay? A lot of people don't have that guidance, Pisces. And think about yourself. When you were in that dark tunnel, Pisces, did you have someone that was a beacon of light for you? Did you have a mentor? Did you have a guide? A lot of you didn't. A lot of you had to only rely on spirit. Some people don't even have that connection to spirit, okay? So that's why you're needed, Pisces. This is beyond just wanting a sense of privacy. This goes beyond that, okay? This is the reason why spirit had to work so hard on you, because you're going to create that ripple effect in the world. I deliberately bring my compassion and strength forward, and I use them for good. So Pisces, this takes a turn, okay? And I know a lot of you don't want to hear this, but I can't deny the cards that are here. And I pulled more cards. I'm going to shift the camera so you can see. There's a sense of self-acceptance. Again, I don't know if you just don't have any more F's to give, if you just feel safe being yourself, but you're going very clearly from the hermit cycle and period of your life, okay, from this cycle, into the strength where you're being seen. Therefore, Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. There's a union coming in, Pisces. And again, a lot of you don't want to hear this because you've been through it, okay, when it comes to connections, relationships, whether family, whether friendships, whether romantic, whether collaborations or business partnerships, whatever it is. In relationships, you've been burned, okay? And you had to walk and choose yourself many, many times. So I know a lot of you don't want to hear about it, but Pisces, you're not in hermit mode anymore, okay? You're in the strength energy, meaning that there's a lot of things that you're meant to teach and impart into the world, into others, into relationships, but the dynamic of relationships is shifting for you, okay? And so Two of Cups, Queen of Cups, You have an Empress coming in, you have a Page of Wands coming in, you have a King of Pentacles coming in, and a Queen of Cups. That's why the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles is here, because you're going to be required to make decisions. Okay? Two of Swords is a crossroads. Two of Pentacles is also a crossroads. It creates a fork in the road. You show up as a Queen of Cups, there is a union coming in. Okay? Again, I don't know if this is a friendship, a relationship, a business partnership, a collaboration, because again, you're stepping onto the scene, and you have 4 energies showing up for you. And these are different people. Okay? These are different relationships. And so, Pisces, I'm going to be moving on to the extended reading, okay? And we're going to be pulling clarifiers to see what exactly each union is going to offer you, okay? Whether this is a friend, a collaboration, a relationship, I don't know, but I see a union here. And I've pulled clarifiers for every single card to see what it is that you can expect from this. Because a part of this phase of your life, of the strength, requires you to be seen. Not only seen, it requires you to be in, not a part of society, but in connections, in relationships. Again, could be for work, could be for collaborations, but you are clearly moving from the hermit cycle of being at it alone, going at it alone. This lone wolf looks good on you and it works for you. But because now you're being placed in the spotlight, look at the difference in color of cards, okay? It's gonna require connections and working with others, okay? And so, again, I see 4 significant connections coming into your life. And so I'm going to be moving on to the extended Pisces. This is all I have for this reading. We're going to move it over to the extended. If you would like a personal reading, Pisces, the information is in the description box below. Please include your name, your birthday, and your questions, okay? If you would like to move on to the extended reading, if this resonates for you, there's going to be a link for Vimeo where you can purchase just the extended reading, or for Patreon where you have access to all the extended readings. So yes, Pisces, blessings. Take care. Hi, Pisces. This is your extended reading. So again, a lot of information coming in. For the Pisces that resonate with this reading, you're clearly moving from the hermit cycle of your life, okay? This hermit cycle into the strength, okay? So it means that there's a lot more energies. There's a lot more connection. It's like you're being brought back into the world, not as being a part of the world, no, but being a leader and an influencer for the world, okay? You're going to be teaching, people just by being yourself, just by being a role model. You are the prototype. Spirit wants to show you off because Spirit wants to show people what you become when you make it to the other side of the tunnel, okay? And so because of that, Pisces, there's a clear new beginning here for you where you're showing up as a Queen of Cups, but there are unions and connections coming into your life. Again, could be a collaboration for work, could be a business partnership, could be a relationship, a romantic partner, could be a friendship. Whatever it is, we go from the Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, a fork in the road, and Spirit wanting you to make a decision, to finally a union coming into your life. Who are these people? What is this union? We have the Empress, the Page of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Pisces, wow, okay, 2 kings and an Empress and a page in there. So again, I don't know if this is romantic. I don't know if this is a business collaboration, because the King of Pentacles is here. He's all about money, okay? He's all about materializing. And yeah, we have the King of Cups too, which again, a lot of people think, oh, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, that's the power couple, that's the divine complement. However, when I pulled cards to clarify the King of Cups' outcome, we have the 5 of Cups, Page of Cups, the Hermit, the Wheel, and the 3 of Cups in the reverse. So this feels like I wouldn't say like a rocky kind of relationship. It feels more like there's gonna be, and again, it's also a Piscean card, so it feels very dualistic, Pisces. It feels very black and white, because we have a down here, okay? 5 of Cups is disappointment, it's heartbreak, it's loss, it's grief, and then we have a Page of Cups, which is an up. So it's like it goes down, goes up, so it feels like a very rocky kind of relationship with this King of Cups, which again, a lot of people would think, okay, Queen of Cups, King of Cups, they go very well together, but here is showing a lot of, a lot of energies, a lot of ups and downs in this connection. So Pisces, let's get into it. So what can you expect from the Empress? So the Empress came in with the 4 of Wands. I'm going to try and move the camera here so it showcases the rest of the cards. I'm not sure if that's showing the... No, not really. Okay, let me move this a little bit. Okay. Alright, so here we see most of the cards. Okay, so Four of Wands came out to clarify the Empress. Okay, and so what this is telling me here, and honestly, okay, this is how I'm feeling it. The Queen of Cups and the Empress, it feels like two feminine energies coming together. And again, doesn't mean that it's woman or man and woman. It just means that it's two people that are dominant in the feminine energies. And so when I ask Spirit, what is the outcome between the Queen of Cups and the Empress, is the Four of Wands. Okay, and look at this though. Queen of Cups is a feminine. The Empress is a feminine as well. And look at the Four of Wands. It's two women dancing together and celebrating, two feminines, okay? So again, doesn't mean that it's a same-sex relationship. It could be a same-sex relationship, but it's two different archetypes, two different beings. Again, a queen and an empress, all right? So they hold very high positions, but they're also very dominant in their feminine energies. And so what I'm getting from this, Pisces, is that the result that you can expect from this Empress coming into your life is a massive celebration. You guys are going to be reaching milestones together, but also the Four of Wands is a marriage card, okay? So again, that's not necessarily has to be marriage. It could also just be a higher level of commitment. So again, could be a business partnership where you guys are both collaborating, but it can also very well be a relationship. And for some of you, a same-sex relationship. So yeah, I don't know why this connection feels very successful. And again, it could just be that you both navigate the feminine energy very well. So the creative aspect of it, you know, the aspect of the passion, the purpose, the visualizing, the manifesting, you guys are both very good with that energy. Because again, the Queen of Cups' dominion is the spiritual realms, the waters. The Empress is like everything she touches grows, okay? Everything she touches turns into gold. So it's like a very prosperous kind of abundant relationship that you can expect with this Empress, because you have four archetypes coming into your life now that you're stepping into the strength period of your life, okay? Because it's requiring you to be seen. And so you're going from the Hermit, having to go at it alone, just you and Spirit, to being opened up to the world, okay? And four strong archetypes are coming in for you. And so what you can expect with this Empress is a celebration, okay? Reaching milestones together. So again, if this is like a business relationship where you guys collaborate, you're going to be reaching these milestones together in this business, to where you get to celebrate together the things that you guys have accomplished. If this is a relationship, this is the marriage card. And again, could be same sex, but it can also just be two feminines coming into a relationship. And also, you know how they say opposites attract? In this situation, if you're a feminine with a feminine, it's like, because you understand yourself so well and you understand your needs, therefore you understand her needs or their needs. Again, it can be a man with more feminine energy, can be a woman with feminine energy, whatever this is. But it leads to a celebration. It leads to a very successful connection. So this Empress coming into your life is good to go, okay? A lot of success coming in from this relationship, and especially with the Four of Wands. There is something that I want to touch base on and read from the book, because it doesn't only signify commitment and marriage, it also signifies that you guys have been in a journey together, okay? So if this is like a work collaboration, it's like you finally reach that goal and you're able to celebrate together. Maybe you traveled together and going to celebration, whatever that is. It's a very beautiful card to have in this position, because each card that I pulled a clarifier to see what you can expect from that relationship. Because again, now that you're stepping into this period of your life, these four archetypes are going to be coming in. Some are going to be lessons and tests. Others are going to be very beautiful collaborations and relationships. And so again, could be romantic, but can also be business and friendship. And so with the Four of Wands, there is something that I want to read out of the book. So this energy here specifically, it talks about celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone, gathering of souls, kindreds or stability in home and relationships, sometimes signifies marriage. So bring the noise. It's time to kick back in joyful elation. You've been building foundations, and after a period of massive shifting, it's time to enjoy some well-deserved communal bliss. If you've been through a cycle of rapid expansion and awakening, this card marks a transition into a more harmonic, stable state. You have reached new levels of consciousness, and it's the perfect time to enjoy a milestone event and celebrate with the people who love you. Love them right back as they are. Sometimes this card signifies marriage or another significant occasion. While connecting with friends and family, make sure you relax, release, and allow your body to integrate all the lessons you've been working through. 10 of Wands, you've been through a very long journey to finally get here, Pisces. So yes, the wheel is finally turning in your favor. So if you used to struggle in relationships and relationships were used to teach you lessons, finally you're getting to see the other side of the wheel, where beautiful collaborations form, where beautiful relationships and friendships and work partnerships begin to happen for you. And so that's what this signifies. Happiness and harmony are yours to be had. Enjoy these warm vibes of celebration and success. And also, when was the last time you danced? I'm devoted to my connectedness, and I celebrate the wonder of loving bliss with my community. So what you can expect from the Empress, Pisces, is a lot of success, okay? So if this archetype comes into your life, it's good to go, all right? Because here, what I'm seeing is, again, you've been on your journey, they've been on their journey, and when you guys connect, your energies merge very well. So creates a union, Two of Cups instead of Two of Swords, a crossroads. So very beautiful. And so that's what you can expect from an Empress coming into your life. And so we go from the Empress to the next archetype. There's a Page of Wands that is also going to be showing up in your life, in this next cycle of your life. What you can expect from this Page of Wands is, honestly, I feel like a lot of Pisces that have dealt with fire signs have experienced a more toxic connection. Not saying all of them, okay? Not saying all of them, but a lot of them have experienced more of like the lessons, okay? More of like the trauma bonds or karmic bonds. And you're showing up as a queen, there's a page here. They're simply just not on your level, Pisces, okay? Not saying that anyone's better than anyone else, no, but they're just not on your level intellectually, spiritually, maybe even physically, maybe even with the things that you have accomplished in your life, because you show up as a queen, they show up as a page. So, and a Page of Wands is also a very immature energy, okay? It's not a king, okay? It's not a knight either. They show up as a page. So it just means that they're attracted to you and they come into your life and they're very determined at getting with you. Again, I don't know if this is romantic. I don't know if this is for some kind of business opportunity. I don't know, but they're very determined to go at it for you. But the reason why, a Page of Wands is very flighty, Pisces. They embody that runner-chaser dynamic very well, okay? So if you run, they're gonna chase. And it's not even so much that you're running. Maybe you're not interested. Maybe you're not giving them the time of day. They're gonna see that as a challenge and they're gonna try even harder. But it doesn't lead into anything significant, to be honest, because the clarification for the Page of Wands is the Queen of Swords. Like, you're gonna have to set a boundary with this page, okay? And again, Page of Wands, very, very flighty. So as soon as the runner-chaser dynamic game is over, they're out the door, okay? There's not much that comes from a page when you're putting a page with a queen and you show up as a queen. So what you can expect from this Page of Wands is that you're gonna have to set boundaries with them and you're gonna have to cut them off and out of your life, because the Queen of Swords, that's what it represents. You notice that they're pursuing you and they're trying to get with you, but it's only because it's activated their own little game of runner-chaser dynamics. So it forces you to lock your cup, okay? From having your cup here in the open, you're forced to lock the cup when it comes to this page and get your sword out, because you're seeing the red flags, and what you can expect from this Page of Wands is that you're gonna have to cut them out of your life, okay? So not a whole lot coming from that page. So again, 4 archetypes coming into your life, this page, not a very good option for you. So let's move on. You have a King of Pentacles coming in for you, Pisces, and I love this. I love this dynamic, okay? I was talking about how good water and earth go together, okay? So whether you're an earth sign or a water sign, but you're coming together, water and earth work very well together, because what happens when the water nourishes the earth? Plants grow, relationships can grow, a business can grow. It's very, very, it complements each other so well that the things that you might be strong at and they might have a weakness in, it's like you guys complement each other very well. Because if you're the feminine energy, because Pisces is a feminine energy, not saying that it's a man or a woman, it just means that you dominate and you hold power over the non-physical realms, over the spiritual realms, over the 5D, over the manifestations, over the creations, over the passions. But when it comes to a King of Pentacles, they're very good with the masculine energy, meaning that they're very good with the material realms, okay? So creating, building things in the 3D. So very beautiful complement, Pisces, and that's the union as well. So again, 4 archetypes coming in, the King of Pentacles complements the Queen of Cups very, very well. So again, if you lack structure, or, you know, maybe you don't like doing all the paperwork, you know, maybe you just want to get creative and do your own thing, well, they're very good at the other aspect. So it's like two divine complements coming together. And again, could be for business, could also be in a relationship, Two of Cups. But what can you expect from this King of Pentacles coming into your life? Knight of Cups. Wow, Pisces, I know a lot of Pisces have been so jaded in relationships. But the thing that you have to consider is that you're no longer in this cycle of your life, okay? You're no longer going to be going at it alone, okay? So yes, relationships are going to be coming into your life. Like it or not, Pisces, it can be business partnerships, friendships, romantic, whatever it is, Pisces, you are meant to impart knowledge, okay? And so that requires you having connections and relationships to build upon. And so from this King of Pentacles, what can you expect? The Knight of Cups. This feels more romantic, okay? Straight up, because we have the Two of Cups and we have the Knight of Cups. What it feels like, Pisces, is that this is someone very wise, okay? They've had their time to play the field. They've had their time to experience, hence the white hair, okay? The white hair represents that they've had a lot of experiences, and the library behind them represents that they've learned a lot through that. They have a lot of wisdom to them. So they come in as a very mature energy. Look at the difference. You have a page here, and then you have a king. But not just any king. You don't have like the King of Wands. This is the King of Pentacles. They dominate the earthly realms, meaning that they're all about commitment. They're all about building. They're all about legacies. They're all about the long term. And, you know, with the Page of Wands, can you build anything, really? When they're so quick to come in and so quick to go out? Not really. With a King of Pentacles, who values the long term, who values the consistency and the commitment, it's a very good connection, Pisces. So whenever this King of Pentacles comes into your life, what can you expect? Knight of Cups. Okay, I love this because this talks about someone who, they may not be a water sign, okay? They may not be a hopeless romantic at heart, but because they know that that's important to you, they're able to match that, okay? Because they show up with the Knight of Cups energy. They're an earth sign, or could embody the archetype of an earth sign, but they know how to they get you, okay? They understand you, okay? Even if they don't necessarily, let's say that, again, Pisces is a romantic at heart. They value the romantic stuff. They value the little things, the details. For an earth sign, they're more grounded in the earthly realm, so maybe they don't necessarily, hold romance at the top of their to-do list, right? But for you, Pisces, for you, they're able to embody that energy because they know what's important to you. And so they go from the earth energy into the water energy. So what this feels like is a period and a phase of courtship. Someone who's willing to do things right. Someone who's willing to take their time. And what this feels like is like, let's say that you were to go on a date, right? And someone texts you, I'm outside, right? Just like the typical date. This is the kind of person to come to your door, knock, and offer you flowers. Maybe even come into the living room. Maybe even, I don't know, like if you live with, roommates or parents, or maybe just your dogs or your kids. It's like someone who comes inside of the house and who comes to present themselves because they plan to be here for the long term. So it's like a page. They don't really care because they know that as soon as that desire goes away, they're out the door. So they don't really care to invest, to present themselves to your friends, to your family, to your kids, they don't really care. They're gonna be in and out of your life and maybe burn things to the ground in the process. But the King of Pentacles is someone who has a reputation, someone who's established. So they do care about those things. So with this Knight of Cups kind of energy, it feels like a period of courtship where they're gonna want to take things slow with you, but also make their intentions known. And okay, I don't want to be the kind of tarot reader that's out here popping love readings, but that's exactly what I'm feeling because this union is Two of Cups, okay? Then I said, could be relationships, could be partnerships, could be a work collaboration, but when the King of Pentacles is clarified with the Knight of Cups, this is romance. This is someone who wants a relationship with you and who is willing to do the things that you find important, okay? So if you like the lovey-dovey thing, if you are romantic at heart, they're willing to match that. And honestly, Pisces, I think that's going to be a very different thing than what you've experienced in other relationships. In other relationships, it's like you were trying to match their energies and understand them, but it's the first time that you're going to feel understood, okay? Because even if they're not a water sign, even if they haven't lived everything that you've lived, at least they're willing to try. At least they're willing to embody that energy. And Pisces, for some of you, you're going to think this is too good to be true. And what I will say about that is please don't self-sabotage. Please don't, because you've walked this very long journey alone, okay? And things are finally changing for you, Pisces. You're no longer the hermit, you're showing up as the strength. So automatically that changes everything about your life. If you were going at it alone, if you find yourself in solitude, if you found that connections and relationships were deceiving or created more heartbreak, all of a sudden, because you're entering a different phase of your life, a different chapter, things automatically change, okay? And so relationships are a part of our lives, Pisces, okay? When we look back, we're not only going to think about our career achievements. How do we make memories, Pisces? How do we experience things? We experience things with other people in relationships, whether it's friends, family, connections, romantic relationships, okay? It can hurt in the moment when we experience the endings, but those are the experiences that we're going to laugh about, later down the road. And so I know a lot of Pisces don't want love readings and they don't want to hear about love. But Pisces, there's no denying that you're entering a very different cycle of your life that is going to require relationships, okay? Sometimes the lessons that we experience, we have to go at it alone. And that's the cycle that you've been at, okay? Very clear. But now you're entering the cycle where you're required to come into relationships because there's things that you're going to learn and impart in these relationships, okay? Growing together, building together. And so this King of Pentacles looks very promising. The Empress looks very promising. The Page of Wands, I would be careful with that energy. And again, I feel like you already know that because you pull out the Queen of Swords very, very well and very quickly with this Page of Wands. The fourth archetype that's going to be coming into your life, Pisces, is the King of Cups. And straight up, with the Two of Cups, with the Queen of Cups, with the King of Cups, you would have thought, oh, power couple. Or, they're destined to be. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, they're meant to be. However, it looks kind of rocky, to be honest, because the first card to clarify the King of Cups is the Five of Cups. Disappointment, heartbreak, loss, disillusionment. And honestly, sometimes when we think, oh, opposites attract, or, if it's a Queen of Cups and a King of Cups, then they're going to be of the same element. They're going to understand each other very well. Yes, but sometimes when that happens, when you guys are too similar, instead of understanding each other very well, you have the same triggers, okay? So if you have a weakness in a certain area of your life, they have a weakness in that same area. Like with the King of Pentacles, how we describe, like maybe you are very good in the feminine energy, you're very nurturing, very nourishing, very good with the non-physical, with the spiritual matters, but they're very good with the paperwork and the 3D matters and building in this 3D world, right? They complement. But with the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, it feels like you guys are very similar in the sense where the same things that hurt you hurt them. The same things that you are not very strong at, they're also not very strong at. So it's like you may get triggered by the same things, okay? Like you guys may be too similar to where it triggers one another. And it leads to some kind of disappointment or heartbreak or disillusionment. But then it gets replaced with a Page of Cups. So hope being restored again, faith being restored again, believing in fairy tales and happy endings, and then we end up with the Hermit again, having to take a step back from this relationship. So it feels very like rocky. It feels like ups and downs. And again, King of Cups, Queen of Cups, they are represented by the Piscean energy. So it's one fish swimming upward, another one swimming down. So what it feels like is that it's very dualistic. So there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in this relationship. So a lot of highs and a lot of lows. Because again, we have a low, we have a high, we have a low, we have a high. And then we have some kind of needing to come into terms because the Three of Cups is in the reverse. So with this King of Cups, it feels like it would be a very rocky relationship. I don't know if the word is rocky, to be honest, because it feels like with the King of Cups, there's a lot of potential for happiness, but also a lot of potential for sadness. Like the same level of happiness that you can achieve with the King of Cups is the same level of sadness and heartbreak. So very dualistic. You guys are too similar to where the same things trigger one another, okay? So if you're the type to go silent and do the silent treatment, they're the same, okay? So say that you're the silent type to where if you guys have a fight, you go silent, and the other one is the first one to be the bigger person and try to initiate the conversation. Here's like two people that go silent on each other and can go for weeks, okay? Like imagine a twin, okay? Kind of like that. kind of like that. So again, a lot of potential for understanding one another and having a lot of happiness together, but also the same weaknesses and the same triggers. So rocky relationship, passionate but rocky. And with the cards coming out, it feels like, yes, relationships, because we have the 3 of Cups and the Page of Cups and the 5 of Cups. So yeah, you have the down or the low, which is the 5 of Cups, having some kind of disagreement, some kind of fight, cups being spilled, and then all of a sudden Page of Cups, you guys make up and come back together, and the faith is restored. You're trying to have more faith and hope in the relationship and happy endings. And then another kind of disagreement where you have to go at it alone. You guys take a time apart each other, and then the wheel finally turns in your favor. You're starting to work on it again, and then the 3 of Cups in the reverse, another falling out. So it's like a very bumpy relationship. Not bumpy, I don't know how to explain it. It's like very high highs and very low lows with this King of Cups. With the King of Pentacles, it feels very stable, okay? It feels like they're willing to meet you where you're at. They're willing to match your energy. Here, I feel like you guys match each other's energy and you play off of each other, but at the same time, same triggers, same weaknesses, and very similar energies, which could be a positive thing, but also not so positive. So Pisces, wow. I'm excited for you, but I'm also like, I don't know, Pisces. It's just that I understand that a lot of you have been jaded and hurt in relationships, but there's a very clear new beginning in your life, Pisces, that is going to require relationships in order for you to learn your lessons. Because a lot of you that I'm reading for, you've been at it alone and you learned your lessons in this phase of your life. Now you're being reintegrated back into society, back into the world, back into relationships, and these connections are going to be coming into your life. Okay? 4 archetypes for business, for friendship, for love, whatever that is. An Empress, a Page, a King, and another King. Okay? Pisces, that's all I have for your reading. I wasn't expecting it to go this way. I wasn't expecting so many energies to pop out, but it makes sense, Pisces. It's like you're being showcased by the universe, and therefore it's like if you were at home 24/7, maybe you work from home, maybe you were going through a period of solitude, maybe you were moving a lot, whatever this was, it's like all of a sudden you find yourself in new land and you're required to be seen. Spirit is putting you out there, whether on a channel, a job, maybe you're going to the gym, maybe you're going out more, maybe you're just attracting more people. But it's like Spirit's putting you back online. Spirit's bringing you back online. So before, it feels like for some of you, you went on airplane mode, okay? It's like it would take months for people to get a reply back from you. You would just go MIA, okay? Because you were going through your own stuff. But now it's like you go from airplane mode to being fully online, okay, and being seen. So maybe for some of you it's a dating profile. For others of you it's a platform, or going back on social media, or getting a job that requires you to go, out there somewhere. Or maybe some of you are networking more. Some of you are getting a gym membership. Whatever it is you're being seen more, okay? So like Spirit was kind of keeping you on the low because Spirit was working with you one-on-one, and now Spirit wants you to be an example for others. So it's like Spirit's shining the spotlight on you purposefully for these relationships to come in. And again, 4 archetypes are coming in for you. This is what you can expect, okay? And that's all I have for you, Pisces. This is exciting. I'm even excited for this, and it's not even my reading. But Pisces, that's all I have. If you would like a personal reading, the information's in the description box below. Please include your name, your birthday, and your questions. But for now, this is all I have, Pisces. Blessings. Take care.